Hello, I hope you are in the group right now, Google Sites and Google Drive. Obviously, if you're not in that class, then please move to Google Drive and Google Sites Classroom, which I'm not sure at this time where that will be. But this is the class that is going to give you time to work on either your classroom website or you want to work on a portfolio. There's tons of information on Google Sites and Google Drive on the ACSD Tech website. Also, in your classroom, you do have some hard copies. There's two of each for Sites, which is blue, and Google Drive, which is in green. I know myself, sometimes when I struggle with technology or something I've never worked with, I need that hard copy in front of me. But again, I'm only going to provide you a few copies in the sense that I hope that you work together as a group. If you've never accessed the new Google Drive, I ask you to go step by step, be an expert. Get yourself familiar with it, understand the different icons, and you can do so with the hard copies in front of you. Work in groups and figure it out. You'll be much more familiar, and you'll probably teach me a few things regarding the new Google Drive. Same things with Google Sites. If you have not accessed Google Sites ever and you want to start from scratch, you can use this as a resource. Obviously, I'm going to show you some electronic resources as well, but I do want to provide you some written copies. So once you do so, you'll have this emailed to you the day of PD, but you'll go to the Google Sites webpage, and I'm going to direct me to the ACSD Tech website. And on the ACSD Tech website is a section for just Google Sites. I just want to kind of give you a recap of what's on here. This right here, this YouTube, is a 7-minute video that I have created to start from scratch a Google site, very similar to what we have done in other classes regarding your classroom websites. So that if you need a refresher or kind of like, oh, I need to update it, maybe there's some tips and tricks there if you want to watch that video. Also, this is a quick video as well on the importance and other ways to use Google Sites. But also, if you want, you can click on Start Training Now. Go ahead and do so. But this is the hard copy that you have on your desk. So I just printed this out. But if you want the electronic versions, you can scroll down and learn the basics. And just go through and you can see the summaries that they have. If you don't know how to embed a media, go ahead and click on this. Obviously, I will be honest, these 25 minutes is not even close to how long this would take. So don't let that scare you. But again, this is great information. If you teach a technology class, it's a great resource as well. Also, I just want to point out that is the same link as that. This is the support link for Google Sites, which is very nice. If you have trouble issues, you can go there. And then there's Google Sites 101 by Jessica. I've done a lot of Google Sites presentations. And so you can see here some information. There's the video. You can click here. This is Google Sites. Also, if I find any resources regarding Google Sites, like how to make a favicon or how to add some widgets and gadgets, this is where I put it so I have it in one spot. Also, for those who've always struggled on how to make an assignment page within Google Sites and with Google Drive, this is a detailed instruction how to do so. It might look a little different with the Google Drive, but you should know how to do Google Drive now with the resources that I provided you as well. So again, if you want to know how to make assignments, this is where you're at. So again, all that information is at your fingertips. The other part of this group is Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Google Drive right here. It's also linked on that Google Doc that was shared to you earlier. But this is a Google Drive for Education. This is the same thing as going to the support page. This is Introduction. This is also the hard copy that you have at your fingertips. And you can learn the basics of Google Drive by following these instructions as well. Google Guru is a great place to learn information regarding Google Drive. You can click on that and some quick 1 to 2 minute tutorials. Maybe you want to know how to do how to make formulas or so on. There's just tons of information within Google Guru. I use that as a lot of quick tutorials regarding that. And then there's a support. So you'll be interested in to try that, but go ahead and try these different tools within Google Drive and Google Sites. There's also samples of classroom websites on here that you might want to take a look at. I did give 2 examples of middle school teachers that constantly update their assignments, and then also I have demonstrated Merrill's, and I have to give Merrill credit. Merrill is one that has a really good website and keeps it up to date and uses it more like a classroom management tool, and she posts a lot of information on there. Also, there's some samples of portfolios as well. You can look at mine and go from there if you're looking to make it an online version. And some of you were asking more too about slides, docs, and sheets. All that information is also part of the tech resource page, or also on the, you can see them right here, forms, docs, and so on are all there for you as well. And obviously the start training now, it's on there too. So I'm hoping this will get you started. Again, we are here to help you. Please don't hesitate to ask, but do ask you to work in groups. Thank you.